Have you ever felt the unbearable silence that follows when your twin flame suddenly walks away, as if the universe itself paused, leaving you questioning everything you once believed was written in the stars? The one who once mirrored your soul, who reflected both your light and your shadow, now seems to live a life that no longer includes you. It feels like a fracture in something eternal, a betrayal of the divine promise that bound your souls across lifetimes. You find yourself asking the questions that haunt every awakened heart. Did they break the sacred agreement? Did they choose another path, another timeline without you? And if they did, what becomes of this connection that once felt infinite? In today's video, we will journey together into the deeper truth hidden behind this painful illusion. We'll explore what truly happens when one twin flame appears to walk away not from love, but from the reflection that demands their awakening. You'll understand the divine architecture at play, the higher contract that continues to guide both of you even through separation. This isn't about losing your twin. It's about remembering the divine design that can never be broken, even when it feels like everything has fallen apart. By the end of this reflection, you'll no longer see their absence as abandonment, but as a sacred realignment, a soul-level recalibration that pushes both of you toward deeper growth, clarity, and reunion in truth. You'll come to see that separation is not the death of the connection, but its evolution, a divine pause that allows transformation to unfold. Stay with me until the end, because what you are about to realize may forever shift the way you see love, destiny, and the eternal bond you share with your twin flame. Number 1. The sacred contract, beyond a love story. The twin flame journey was never designed to fit the mold of a romantic fairy tale filled with comfort, predictability, and constant closeness. It is not simply the story of two people falling in love and building a shared life, but the divine unfolding of two souls chosen to awaken each other. This connection is not random. It is a sacred promise written in spirit long before birth, an agreement orchestrated by the universe itself to lead both souls back to the remembrance of their divine truth. Yet awakening is rarely soft or serene. It demands the dissolution of illusions, the burning away of fear, and the courageous dismantling of everything that was never authentic. The love between twin flames is the fire that transforms, not the shelter that comforts. When one twin chooses to walk away, it is not a sign of rejection, but an act of revelation, a mirror reflecting the inner work that still remains to be done. Their distance becomes the divine catalyst for transformation, urging the other to rise higher, to stand in their light, and to embody the truth that love was always meant to reveal. The sacred question, then, is not whether the contract has been broken, but how the divine is using every separation, every silence, and every heartbreak as preparation for something far greater, the reunion not only with the other, but with the infinite light within oneself. Number 2. The illusion of control, the flow of divine orchestration. One of the most profound and humbling lessons on the twin flame journey is realizing that we are not and never were in control. The mind believes it can decide when to meet, when to part, or when to move on. But the twin flame connection does not obey the will of the ego. It moves according to the rhythm of the divine. Like a river guided by unseen currents, this journey flows where destiny calls, not where human desire demands. Every attempt to force, chase, or control the timing only deepens the ache, for resistance to divine flow always brings suffering. Even when one twin retreats or resists, their soul remains tethered to the same eternal current. They may delay the journey, but they can never undo what was written in sacred light. The connection is not lost, it is simply being recalibrated. Beneath the surface, divine orchestration continues its silent work, shifting timelines, rearranging circumstances, and preparing both souls for alignment once more. The soul never forgets its counterpart. It does not abandon or wander aimlessly. It waits with infinite patience. In that sacred waiting, the universe weaves unseen miracles. It heals, redirects, and refines until the frequency of both souls matches again. And in that perfect moment, when all illusions of control dissolve, Divine timing reveals what has been destined all along: reunion through surrender, not through fork. Before we move forward, take a moment to breathe and reflect on what you've just heard. How often have you tried to control the pace of your twin flame journey, only to realize that the universe had its own plan all along? Every pause, every delay, every unexpected twist carries divine purpose. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Your reflections may be the light someone else needs today. Or simply type, "I trust the divine flow of my journey," as your affirmation, declaring your faith in the timing and wisdom of the universe. And if you're finding clarity through these insights, remember to like this video so more souls walking this sacred path can discover it too. Number 3. The purpose of separation: transformation through pain. When your twin flame walks away, it is not a punishment, but a sacred preparation. The universe is not taking love from you, it is refining you for it. Separation is the soul's crucible, where every illusion of control and attachment is burned away, so that only truth remains. It removes everything that stands between you and your highest self, clearing the space for divine light to enter. The heartbreak you feel is not meant to destroy you, but to expand you. It is the crack through which more light can pour into your being. Pain becomes the sacred sculptor, shaping your heart into a vessel wide enough to hold unconditional love. And so, what if their leaving was not an act of betrayal, but the very key to your awakening? Every ending in the twin flame journey conceals the seed of a new beginning, a rebirth of consciousness. This is not about losing them, it is about finding yourself. The deeper the ache, the deeper the transformation. In this sacred unraveling, you are being molded into the version of yourself that can finally embody divine love in its purest form. Through separation, your soul remembers what love truly is: not possession, not fear, but freedom, faith, and eternal light. Number 4. The paradox of free will: delay, not denial. Yes, we all possess free will, but it is not absolute. Our freedom exists within the framework of a higher orchestration, one woven long before we took our first breath. Before incarnation, our souls made sacred agreements, promises to meet, to awaken, and to help one another evolve. These are not casual choices, but divine covenants written in light, guiding the course of our lives beneath the veil of human forgetfulness. A twin may choose another partner, another path, even another continent, believing they have escaped the connection. Yet the universe, in its infinite wisdom, never truly allows that escape. What is written in energy cannot be erased. It vibrates through time and circumstance until alignment is restored. The divine plan does not crumble under human resistance. It patiently rearranges everything around it. The true question, then, is not whether your twin flame has broken the sacred contract, but how long the delay will last before divine intervention begins again. The universe has its own language of reminders, synchronicities, dreams, unexpected emotions that call both souls back to remembrance. And when the soul can no longer ignore what was promised, that is when the soul shock arrives. The unbearable ache of recognition that pierces through illusion, awakening both twins to what has always been destined. Number 5. The soul shock when separation becomes awakening. The soul shock is not ordinary heartbreak. It is a divine lightning strike that awakens what has long slept within you. It is the moment the soul remembers what the human self is desperately trying to forget. You feel it in the quiet hours of the night, when their energy echoes through your thoughts, in the songs that seem to sing only your story, and in that persistent ache that refuses to fade, no matter how much time passes. This is not obsession. It is remembrance, the soul's cry to return to truth. Even if your twin appears content or distant, they are not untouched. Twin flames are bound by the same energetic current, vibrating as one frequency across different bodies. What one feels, the other inevitably mirrors. No matter how far apart they seem, beneath the surface, the divine begins its sacred work, softening resistance, humbling the ego, and dismantling all that stands in the way of truth. Careers begin to falter, relationships lose their false glow, and the outer world seems to crumble under the weight of authenticity. This is not punishment, but redirection, the universe whispering through every collapse. This is not where your soul belongs. Through the shock of separation, illusions dissolve, and both twins are called to awaken, to shed what is untrue, and to rise toward the love that was never lost, only buried beneath the noise of the human story. If you've made it this far, it means your soul is ready to understand love beyond the limits of separation. Take a deep breath and allow these words to settle within you. Every ache, every silence, every twist of this journey has been guiding you back to remembrance. I invite you to pause for a moment and reflect. How has your own soul shock transformed you? What truth did pain awaken in your heart? Share your story in the comments below so others walking this same sacred path may find light in your reflection. And if you feel these words resonate deeply, type "I am awakening through love" in the comments as your affirmation, a declaration that your pain is no longer your prison, but your passage into divine truth. Number 6. The path of the awakened twin, surrender over waiting. For the awakened twin, the greatest lesson is learning how to wait without losing faith, how to hold patience without falling into despair. Surrender does not mean giving up on love or abandoning hope. It means releasing the need to control the outcome while trusting the divine rhythm of your journey. It is a sacred act of faith that whispers, "I trust that what is meant for me will return when the time is right." True surrender is not passive. It is a powerful, living energy. It is choosing to heal your wounds, nurture your light, and grow into the fullness of who you are. It is the daily practice of aligning with peace rather than fear, of responding with love instead of attachment. Through this deep inner devotion, you begin to embody wholeness not as a longing for completion, but as the realization that you already are complete. In this state of inner balance, reunion begins long before it manifests in the physical world. Energy precedes form, and the frequency of your healed, radiant self becomes a silent beacon that calls your twin flame home. The universe responds not to your waiting, but to your vibration, not to your longing, but to your becoming. It is through surrender, not pursuit, that the awakened twin magnetizes divine union, allowing love to flow back in its purest, most effortless form. Number 7. The living agreement, evolution through experience. A twin flame agreement is not a static contract written in stone, but a living vibration that evolves as both souls evolve. It moves with the rhythm of consciousness, reshaping itself according to the lessons each soul is ready to embody. When one twin resists growth or clings to fear, the energy between them does not dissolve, it transforms. The universe gently redirects both souls into new experiences, new relationships, and new teachers who mirror the exact lessons they have yet to master together. This redirection is not betrayal, it is divine preparation. It is the soul's way of ensuring that evolution continues even when the paths appear to diverge. Every detour is sacred, every delay purposeful. The divine intelligence behind the twin flame connection uses every moment, every challenge, every heartbreak, every silence to refine and align both souls until they vibrate at the same frequency of truth and love. Only when that resonance is achieved can union manifest on the earthly plane. And yet, even if reunion does not occur in this lifetime, love is never lost. It does not fade or disappear with time, because what is eternal cannot die, it only changes form. Across lifetimes, dimensions, and realities, the bond continues to evolve, guiding both souls toward remembrance. For true twin flame love is not limited by human timelines or physical distance. It is an everlasting current of divine energy that forever seeks reunion in the higher realms of consciousness. Imagine two souls, Emma and Lucas, whose connection once felt undeniable, electric, transformative, and eternal. Yet, as their bond deepened, fear began to surface. Lucas, overwhelmed by the intensity, chose to walk away, seeking comfort in another relationship that seemed safer and more predictable. For Emma, the pain was unbearable, but instead of chasing him, she turned inward. She began healing, discovering her strength, and aligning with her higher self. Over time, she met new people and encountered experiences that mirrored what she and Lucas could not complete together. Meanwhile, Lucas's new relationship became his mirror, forcing him to face his fears, his wounds, and the very lessons he once avoided. Through their separate journeys, both were being refined by the same divine energy. Their paths diverged not as punishment, but as preparation. Whether they reunite in this lifetime or the next, their love has not ended, it has evolved. For true twin flames, every separation is simply another step in love's eternal dance of becoming. Number 8. The alchemy of waiting, divine timing and alignment. Divine timing is not a delay nor a punishment. It is a sacred act of protection. The universe withholds reunion not out of cruelty, but to prevent the repetition of unhealed wounds. If both souls were to meet before their inner transformations are complete, the same cycles of pain, fear, and misunderstanding would simply resurface. The waiting period, though often painful, is the crucible of alchemy, a space where the soul is purified and refined through growth, self-awareness, and forgiveness. Each act of healing strengthens your energy field. Each moment of self-love raises your vibration, and every shadow you embrace draws you closer to divine alignment. As both twins evolve, the universe begins to orchestrate unseen movements behind the veil. Synchronicities multiply, numbers appear, dreams intertwine, songs echo your shared frequency, and messages arrive at the most unexpected moments. These are not coincidences, they are signals from the divine, whispering that the reunion is being prepared in perfect rhythm. When your energy harmonizes with your twins, the universe moves effortlessly, aligning paths, bending time, and dissolving obstacles that once seemed immovable. This is the alchemy of waiting, the transformation of longing into faith, pain into purpose, and time into sacred preparation. In divine timing, nothing is ever lost. Everything is aligning for love's highest expression. If you've made it this far, take a deep breath and honor how far you've come on this journey. Waiting is never easy, yet it is in these quiet spaces that the soul's most profound growth unfolds. Before we move to the next part, I invite you to pause and reflect. What has divine timing been teaching you? Have you noticed the signs and synchronicities guiding you closer to your higher path? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments, or simply type, "I trust divine timing," as a sacred affirmation to declare your faith in the universe's perfect rhythm. Number 9. The power of purpose, transforming pain into light. Your pain is not meaningless. It is sacred energy disguised as sorrow, waiting to be transmuted into light. Every ache, every tear carries divine potential. Instead of allowing your longing to consume you, let it awaken the Creator within. Take that energy and give it purpose. Write your truth, speak your wisdom, teach what you have learned, heal through compassion, and share your story with the world. Every act born from love sends ripples through the collective consciousness, touching hearts far beyond your own. This is how the universe works through twin flames, not to break them, but to make them instruments of transformation. You were never meant to drown in the ocean of your pain. You were meant to rise from it, radiant and renewed. When you embrace your purpose, when you choose creation over despair, your energy becomes luminous, a signal your twin can feel across lifetimes and dimensions. It is through this light, born from your courage to transform, that you guide them home to love, to truth, and to divine union. Number 10. The fulfillment of the promised reunion through wholeness. There will come a moment, quiet yet powerful, when your paths converge once more, perhaps through a message that stirs your heart, a dream that feels more real than waking life, or a meeting that seems guided by unseen hands. But this time, it will not carry the chaos of longing or the ache of unfinished lessons. Instead, it will feel calm, grounded, sacred, as if the universe itself has exhaled in harmony. Both souls will have walked through their storms and found the stillness within. You will meet again not as two halves searching for completion, but as two whole beings radiating self-awareness, peace, and truth. When your eyes meet, there will be a knowing, a deep recognition that the separation was never loss but preparation. You will understand that every silence, every distance, every heartbreak was sculpting you into the person capable of loving without fear and standing in union without attachment. The reunion will not be forced, chased, or demanded. It will unfold with divine ease, like the blooming of a flower at sunrise. This is the fulfillment of the sacred promise, a reunion born not from need, but from completion, not from control, but from surrender. And in that surrender, the soul contract completes its purpose. Two awakened beings meeting once more, not to heal each other, but to create light together. So, can one twin flame truly break the divine agreement? The truth is, no soul can ever sever what was written in light. They may run, resist, or wander far from recognition, but the sacred contract between twin flames is not bound by time, it is bound by eternity. The connection only evolves, transforming separation into awakening and longing into remembrance. The divine will always realign what is destined, even through lifetimes of silence and lessons. Because love of this magnitude is not about possession, it is about ascension. It calls both souls to rise, to grow, and to rediscover the sacred essence they were meant to embody together. You see, the twin flame journey was never about chasing another person. It was about becoming the mirror of divine love itself. The moment you stop seeking and start being, the path clears, and reunion begins not through force, but through resonance. It happens effortlessly, as both souls awaken to the truth that union is not found in another's arms, but within the wholeness of one's own heart. That is the sacred secret of this eternal flame. It was never lost. It was waiting for you to remember that you are both the fire and the light. If this message speaks to your soul, I invite you to leave a comment below and type this affirmation: "My union begins within." Let this be your declaration of faith and remembrance. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because every story shared here strengthens the light of this divine community. And before you go, watch the next video below. It will guide you deeper into your awakening. Remember, the divine never forgets its promises, and neither should you. Keep shining, your reunion begins with you.